So guys, in this short video I want to show you how to use Google Sheets with Python using the URL shortener API. So what we'll do today is having the URLs list, we'll shorten them and place them right near the original ones. So let's get started. First we go to our Python notebooks and import the requests add-on. So we'll be able to send requests from our Python script. And first let's try to send the request, which allows us to shorten the URL. So first we set the request URL, which is the URL for this plugin, which is cleanuri.com API version 1 shorten. Then we set our test URL, which is, let it be, google.com. And also what we use is we set the payload. So URL is our variable URL, and also we use the response to post our request into the shortener, that's it. And also we need to transform our response. So first we get it as a string, like a text. We name the variable string, and then we transform this string to a JSON using the JSON.load. For this we need to import JSON as well, JSON module in Python. And after that, let's try making our request. Sorry, but I missed this in the payload. So we print our data, and here is how we got our request. So if we use it as dictionary, we get the shortened URLs that we wanna have in the future. So that's the first part. Second, let's use it, make it a shorten function. Then what we want, if then is main, then launch this function, and here it is. Now we wanna have another function which connects with our Google Sheet and retrieves the original URLs as a list. The way to connect to Google Sheets is described in my previous video. So right now what we do is we said, first we import the Pygsheets, the Python module which we use for Google Sheets. Also we already have our service file, but let's state it here. Then we also state the authorization for our Pygsheet, which will be the same service file. Also we state the sheet name, which is like that, and also we open this sheet name, and then we find our worksheet by title, which is test here, and then we retrieve then we get our column with URLs. We call it URLs call, and this is the second column. We also don't want to include the tail and empty, so we state include tail and empty false. We don't get those empty cells, and after that we print it and see what it does. So as you can see, it imported the first cell, the URLs list, and the URLs themselves without the empty cells here. So what we need is, first we need to remove those two cells because obviously it's not our URLs. So what we do is we state, let's call, so basically we get all the values starting from the third argument, and after that, so we get this URLs call. First we can call it URLs list. Alright, after that we can return this URLs list. In this case, right, after that we pass this URLs list to the function that allows us shorten it. In this case we iterate through this list, right, and what we do is we also need to create an empty list which is gonna like select all of the shortened URLs. That's an empty list, and then after we iterate through the like our URLs list, we connect the value that we get. We add it to the empty. We add it to the shortened URL list like that. So after that, once we finish the iteration, we return our shortened URLs list back to this function. Like, and then we wanna turn it back to sheet. So let's rename this function not connect but retrieve sheets, right? And what we also wanna do is having this part with authorization here, so we don't use it twice. So let's pass it in retrieve sheet, right? And then let's have a function write sheet, which is also going to use worksheet data. So first we name this function write sheets. Also we want to get the not the second but the third column here, and we want to know the length of this column, so we want to know where this line begins. So we use it, we name it like values, we call it values. So length will be the values, like and values, right? And now we know that let's print the length and see. We can comment the previous function first. Let's see. So we see that the length is 2, which is correct. And now we wanna have +1, so we wanna write here, and we have it. We write back to the column with is.update all column. So we set the index of the column, and we set the row offset equal to length. Oh yeah, and we wanna plot the result here. Like, and our result will be the shortened units. Yeah, we pass it here as well. So where is our function? Yeah, it's here, shortened units. So here is the logic, like the whole logic. So begin. So the Python script begins here. We pass the data to connect to Google Sheets. We retrieve the list of the values which we want to use. So we get this column with the values of the by values I mean URLs. We get them. We shorten this list, so it starts from here. Then we return it back to the to this value, and then we pass this value to another function which it shortens it. It passes to API. It iterates through this list and adds it to the empty shortened URL list and returns it. Then it goes back in this value, and from this value we pass this value here to write to sheets function, which basically gets this column, it checks where it starts, and then it writes, it updates this column. So let's try and run it. First I remove this print length. So let's see. Yeah, so we got this. Yeah, probably a mistake here. Yeah, because it starts from 0. Sorry, very bad. So let's try again. Okay, and we can check those lists, like, so that we know exactly that it's the same URL. Yeah, right. So here it is. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thank you for your attention.